Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and this is my thank you gift to everybody who came shopping with me in June. I always like to send out a handmade thank you card and a little gift as well that's been handmade. And this is the project that I will be sending out, or have sent out, depending on where you're looking at it. I'm filming this in June and I haven't completed making them yet. You're seeing this in July and they've already been posted. So what I took was an entire pack of our 12 by 12 DSP background stacks, because I needed to make 160 of these. And inside each of these little bags is, and it slides off so you can open it up, a coffee stick and 2 sugar sticks, because I get so many people who say to me, I drink my morning coffee with you, and I just thought this would be really cute to send out coffee for everybody who comes shopping with me, but also as an inspiration point, because my mum, whenever a guest comes to stay, she always makes sure that there's sort of nice little treats and bits and pieces for them. And a house we had when we first moved into Wales, she had, and it was the 80s, 1980s, and she had this wonderful little tea service out for guests in the guest room with teas and coffees and stuff, and then she'd have a little basket of toiletries, and it was kind of a reminder of that. And I will show you where I'm at, because I work in stages, so I have done my stamping and punching of all my different colours, stamping, punching, stuck it together and decorated them all. So all my different colours here, so that's 3 of the colours, so I've gone with all 5. The first thing I did was actually cut and, well, I scored then cut, and I'm trying to grab out some of these. And then I filled the bags, put that back in there. Then I filled them, and then another night I will sit and ribbon them, and another night I will just close them off and finish them. But yes, they're open at both ends so that you can get your coffee out without any problem whatsoever. So I'm going to show you how I did each 12 by 12 sheet. I will make sure that the instructions are on my blog for you to do just one of them, but I will show you how I worked a 12 by 12 sheet, because I do work in big sizes, because each of these uses a piece of paper that's 6 by 6, so 15 by 15 centimetres. I wanted to work with 12 by 12, so I've grabbed some more Peekaboo Peach. Maybe I should use, I'm going to headbutt the camera while grabbing the spotty version, actually, because I think that would be easier for you to see than stripes. That would be better. So 12 by 12 inches, 30 by 30 centimetres. And what I established was, if the measurements were X, Y and Z for 6 by 6 inches, therefore I needed to make my increments bigger to do 12 by 12. You're not going to see the bottom, but it's okay. We're scoring exactly the same from top to bottom. If you're working in metric, cut it down to 30 by 30 centimetres. So we're going to score at 1.5, 4 1/4. That's what you would need for 6 by 6. Working in 12 by 12, we're going to then score at 7.5 and 10 1/4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my big long ruler. Fella's going to also let us know she's here. So ignore everything that's that size. So this is my 6 by 6 piece of paper. So that's the measurements I need. So therefore, to extend it to 12 by 12, I need to swap this round. So I'm assuming this is the start of my paper, 6 inches, add on 1.5 inches, because that's what I wanted, taking me to 7.5, and also add on 4 1/4, which was my second score line, taking me to 10 1/4. And then I will come along, cut straight down the 6 inch mark, and it will be exactly the same. So therefore the same principle applied when I did the other score line. So again, on a piece of 6 by 6, my first score line would be 3/4 of an inch, and then my second one would be 5 1/4. And then when I came to do the 12 by 12, I scored at 6 3/4 and 11 1/4. And again, if I bring in my ruler, I put it at the 6 inch mark. My first score line came at 3/4 of an inch, 6 inches plus 3/4, 6 3/4. My second score line came at 5 1/4, so 6 plus 5 1/4 gave me 11 1/4 inches. And in metric, exactly the same. So 4, 11, 19 and 26. So my centre point would be 15 centimetres plus 4 equals 19, and then plus 11 equals 26. So exactly the same, but I will have it all written down. So I was at that point, so I did my entire block of paper, 40 sheets, scored it like that, And then I came along and cut everything down at the 6-inch mark. And that, in seconds, gave me 4 bags to work with. There you go. I hope that is useful. I'm going to complete one of them now. So, I've gently folded. I haven't burnished at all. And you've got one side that is shorter than the other. It's the longer one, which is where we're going to run our adhesive. So grab my fast fuse. So, fuse down there. Flip it open. Stick of coffee in the middle, and there and there. And you note I didn't score it, I didn't burnish or fold over at the top. We'll see why in a second. Fold it over so I've got the sticky part, and there. And I didn't do the heavy burnish because I wanted this sort of open part so that my coffees would sit in fine. So fold there. Whoops, they're falling out. Falling out because I've chattered. Fold there, and that's actually the point that I'm at right now with the papers, but I'm going to ribbon it off. I obviously finished one that you could see. Move the coffee off the table. So I've got reels of this ribbon, literally reels of this. So and there's no front, well there is a back, but there's no top and bottom or anything like that. So I'm just tying about a knot roughly near the bottom. It's maybe slightly too long. So that's going to keep it close, but obviously you can slide it off and you can get your goodies out. Stamping. I've got the Happy Happenings. Now this has been around for a year and I've barely used it. In fact, I only prepped it very, very recently. So I've got this gorgeous thank you here. Why don't I buy these stamp sets and then don't notice them? I've been very, very good. I've been restrictive on myself for the stamping this time round. So, Peekaboo Peach. And I sat one evening and I punched all of the circles. I actually punched the circles before I stamped them because I wanted to be efficient with cutting the paper out, or cutting the punches, the shapes out. I've lost my punches. 1 3/4 inch circle off to one side, 2 inch Peekaboo Peach, and again I sat and did that, and then I watched telly. I watched an episode of Lost. Oh, I love Lost, it's brilliant. If you haven't seen it, start it. I'm on episode 2, I'm series 2 now. So onto there, and then in colour decorations, in colour enamel shapes. And where are they? And what we've got is we've got in each, you've got each pack has got 5 rows. So we've got, or sorry, 5 rows. So we've got 2 small circles and a larger one, 2 rows of hearts and 3 rows of stars. And I didn't actually use the hearts on this. I've got a whole load of hearts left over, but I did small dot, big dot, or 3 stars. And then, where's my dimensionals? Oh, I think we're on a new pack. And I want 2 dimensionals, and I want them to the left and the right. So I'm feeling for where my enamel dot is. So they're there. And that means that when I put this on, it will be either side of the ribbon. And you can still open it up by sliding that across and getting your goodies out. Cutie. I hope you like it, and hope everybody who received these like them as well. And so I have got all of the colours, and yeah, I had fun making them. It was an absolute pleasure. It's always a pleasure to be making thank you gifts. So thank you to everybody, and I hope to speak to you very soon.